My family and I recently rented a flat in a beautiful old Edwardian house in the heart of San Francisco. Although it has of course been updated over the years, it still features many original touches, such as bay windows, molding, and original doors. As we explored our new home, I began to wonder what the history of the house was, who lived there, and what their lives were like. With this in mind, I began searching for the house in the census, newspapers, and other records. What I found was mind-blowing. 1915 was a big year for San Francisco. The World's Fair saw hundreds of thousands of attendees as the work of rebuilding for the great 1906 earthquake continued. War had begun in Europe, but we Americans were confident we could stay out of it. In June of 1915, though, San Francisco was rocked by a rash of armed robberies and murders committed by bandits who used a stolen car as a getaway vehicle. On Sunday morning, June 13th, Otto Haas was held up near his home on Clay Street by 3 young men in black suits and hats who got out of an automobile and ordered him to put his hands in the air. Instead, he bolted down the street. The 3 men gave chase, but Haas was faster. As they ran, though, one of the men pulled out a gun and shot Haas in the left lung. He would die of his injury. The men and the automobile then pulled into Oak Street, where they held up 24-year-old William A. Gilbart, a salesman for a local bakery. They took Gilbart's watch, a diamond-studded charm, and $250, $6,360 in today's money. I haven't been able to determine whether this was the same gang, but just a few months later, a similar series of armed robberies and murders led to a police chase up Fulton Street, and then an epic firefight. The police had 2 cars. They tried to shoot out the bandits' tires, but missed. Eventually, though, the bad guys crashed into the Presidio wall and took off running. As the police walked up to the wreck, a bandit shot one of their number. One of the bandits was also mortally wounded. This auto robbery incident is unique because in 1915, cars were still quite rare and police didn't yet have a strategy to combat this type of crime. William was the son of Alfred John Gilbart and his wife, Catherine Ahlers, both second-generation immigrants. William's grandfather was a 49er in the Society of California Pioneers, which means that he arrived in California before December 31st, 1849, and probably during the gold rush. To learn more about today's Society of California Pioneers and how to join, visit www.californiapioneers.org. In 1940, this flat was occupied by the Williams family, a family of 7 children. The father and head of the family, Arthur F. Williams, owned and managed a storage facility and paid exactly $30 per month in rent. He was a veteran of World War I, where he had served in the 25th Company Coast Artillery. He was also a former cable car conductor. He would die just 2 years later at the age of 48. His son, Walter, married Georgia Audrey Galvo on December 19, 1946. Galvo was the widow of Private First Class James S. Galvo, who died in World War II in March of 1944. Walter and Georgia had several children. I've been trying to make contact with both the Williams and the Gilbart families, but I haven't gotten through yet. If I do succeed at some point, I'll certainly be doing a follow-up, so look for that. In the meantime, please like, share, subscribe, and click the notifications bell so I can see you in the next video.